like, Jesus does not care if you cuss. Unless it's, like, derogatory and at somebody. Like, he does not care if I say, motherfucker. Like, he does not care. What he cares is if I hold the door open for the lady behind me. What he cares about is if I pour it into somebody. He does not care if you smoke some weed sometimes or do natural things sometimes to get you, sometimes to help you love people. He cares about when you rely on it and you're deteriorating your body. Same with alcohol. He does not care if you have a drink with your friends. He cares if you abuse it and you're hurting yourself. He cares if you love yourself and you're nurturing with yourself and you're kind with yourself. But we gotta think about, like, there's certain things that we think too hard on. It's like, he doesn't care about those things. He doesn't care about those things. He cares about your heart to yourself and to others. That's what he cares about. He doesn't care what that looks like, as long as you're having fun with it and you're being genuine and, you know what I mean, you're following his obedience. It doesn't really matter what that looks like, as long as you're not hurting yourself and you're doing it through love. Like, the journey and the process doesn't, it's not linear. It doesn't look how others think that it should look, and it's your journey, and that's okay. That can look like however it wants to look like for you. You know what I mean? Like, you can be pure and have darkness. You can be pure and show up in a way that is not to societal rules, but you're loving yourself through it. That's what matters. You're loving other people through it. That's what matters. You're showing kindness everywhere you go, but you have, like, really dark humor and stuff like that. Who cares? That's okay. God made you to be authentically yourself for a reason. For a reason. It's okay to be your goofy ass, weird cussing self. Like, he does not care about that. He doesn't care what the kindness, however you have to be to show up as yourself. He doesn't care what that looks like, as long as you're authentically you and showing up as yourself. And showing up with love, grace, kindness, respect. He does not care that you are sarcastic AF. He does not, you know what I mean? Like, we need to figure out what is really worth being offended about and what's not. What's worth just letting go and not letting take headspace, you know, some camp in our brains, in our experiences. To people through his lens, through the way that he would, right? If you're pouring into people the way that he would. But he does not care if you have dark humor. He does not care, you know what I mean? And I think that there's a huge misconception on certain things with that. But he wants you to be you. As long as you are not destroying people and you're pouring into people, he doesn't care what that looks like. If you're goofy as hell about it, he wants you to be happy. And if that's the way that you can be happy to pour into people, then be it. He does not care if you prank call people. He does not care. You know what I mean? Like, be goofy. Be one with your young child self. And, like, he cares if you're kind to your neighbor. He cares if you are kind to children and you go up to children and you just talk to them and just randomly play peekaboo. Like, he cares that we uplift each other and that we have pure intentions through pain and that we do not continue hurting when we are hurt, and that we can see life through the way that he does and pour into people the way he does. The biggest sin is hurting each other. He does not care if you wear a crop top and show a little bit of skin because that's what pouring into you and making you feel like a goddess feels like. He cares if you are rude and cussing at the barista. You know what I mean? Like, he cares that you lost your shit and were, flipping off people in traffic. Like, because he cares about what we're unnecessarily mad about. So it's like, you gotta think too, what does this really matter? Does this really need to take space? Do I really need to, in my next encounter with people, do I really need to talk about my experience at the restaurant I was at with the server? No, leave that there. It sucks that you did have a bad experience. That person could have been having a really bad day, or maybe they just shouldn't be in customer service, whatever that looks like. But it doesn't make sense to carry that, right? It takes away from the present.